Nothing bothered me at the time. Everything was a new adventure. You know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it. Hey, I'm learning something every day. I'm meeting people. I'm having a good time, you know? And I always loved the water. Well, I'll tell you. I lived in Peabody. I was still at home. And worked at, led the shop part-time, helping doing this as a family. And father had a farm, we did this and that work. And I heard the radio come over the flash, the Japanese just bombed Pearl Harbor. I said, I don't believe it. Am I hearing right? I was talking to my brother. He said, yeah. I said, Jesus Christ. I said, so I started listening, all the news flashes and everything. I said, they want volunteers, this and that, Navy. I said, I think I'll join the Navy. Well, I'll tell you, I did a lot of fishing when I was young, having a boat. And I got more or less associated with boats and ships, you know what I mean? So I said, hey, I got some experience on the water. Later on, when I got in the service, basics training was in Newport, Rhode Island. They had a place. I didn't go there. I went in the Navy. They didn't have no uniforms for me. It was that early. 1941, December 15th, a week after Pearl Harbor. And then I went up to Lockwood Base in East Boston. They put me on as a telephone operator at nights with the place, and and then I worked in the galley, and we used to get fresh milk in those big milk containers, everything you wanted to eat, and the best of food in the Navy, Then I volunteered for a destroyer, the submarine German sub down the Cape. So I volunteered to go on there as a gunner's mate, pointed on it. So I did that, and I came back. And I stood in Lockwood Basin for a while. They got shipped to Portland, Maine. That's when we took over that private yacht from Phillips, So when you're out on patrol, we almost got rammed by a tanker one night while we were on patrol. Oh yeah, Portland, Maine. I was on watch on the bow. You're supposed to give 2 long blasts and 2 short ones. Let them know where you are, and then they repeat back where they are, yeah. But they didn't do it. They were flying by, they were empty, they got rid of their load and they were empty. It's like a city block, a big shadow coming. I'm looking, and I'm about, say, 30 or 40 feet away from us. This is during the winter. So that was a scary experience. After Portland, Maine, I went to the West Coast. And they sent us down to Long Beach, California, for aerial guns, planes flying, and we had the guns trying to shoot them down. And you shoot ahead of the plane. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't shoot right at it, you shoot ahead of it. Strapped us in these big anti-aircraft guns. And we did that. Then we went to firefighting school and everything, and training, you know what I mean? Then we went to jiu-jitsu class with the Marines up in California, San Diego. And they put me in a stall where Seabiscuit was. The Tanforan racetrack, the Navy took it over, San Diego. So they put us in stalls, and over the stall was Seabiscuit. I'll tell you what happened. When you go to the West Coast, they take pictures of you with an ID card. So he had 2 or 3 of them, I said, he gave me one. I said, what are you going to do with the other ones? He got rid of me. I said, can I have another one in case I lose one? He said, sure, no problem. So I figured, hey, 21 years old, I figured, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So what happened, I was partying a lot, like sailors do, and I lost my ID card. So somebody must have turned it into him. I'm out in the gunnery range. 2 days, one day before I was supposed to get the medal for good conduct, I'm out the gunnery range, and I'm getting the sharpshooter's medal, which I got. And I get my name over the loudspeaker, report to the master's arms. So they give me a deck court-martial, it's the lowest thing. When I had a hearing, I couldn't say nothing, defend myself enough, so there's 10 days with bread and water. Every third day you get a meal in the break. So for a minor thing like that. And then I got shipped out to Okinawa. So we were on a transport to Hawaii. And they wouldn't let us go ashore because there's still dead bodies floating around. So we went to Guam, Saipan, and Weetok, and we landed on Okinawa at night. They put a rope ladder, we went over the side, into a smaller boat that took us ashore, and we had green uniforms and ponchos, so we had to sleep on the beach for the night, because they didn't have all the Quonset huts or anything up, you know? It was a desolated island, like, until they built it up. Then they had the Marine Checkerboard Squadron airfield with the gull inverted wings Corsairs next door to us. And they used to go on a raid every morning over our area. You didn't get, they didn't tell you what's going on. Oh, you weren't supposed to know what's going on. You just learned, keep your mouth shut and take orders. That's a Navy one. Going on Liberty, meeting girls and everything, and partying and all that. Hey, this is a life. Look what I was missing. I had some good times.